Good morning, my friends. This is Leslie from Mermaid Cove Studio, and I am on today for a Paper Sisters hop. This month we're doing iced coffee, and that could be a number of things. You can do projects that include the color of iced coffee, and that could be a lot of different things, right? However we're going to interpretate it, it is how it is going to be shown. You can kind of see in the background a little bit what I've got on. So I'm going to tell you who my paper sisters are. We have Tiffany McGill, Crafting Like a Boss McGill. She is our hostess for this month, and excited to work with her as always. We have Kimmy Murray, Salty Beach Scrapper, another wonderful friend, sweet lady, amazing crafter. We've got Kim Hurd from Trey Jolie Kit Club, and I think I don't know her very well, but we're getting to know each other as we do. She's become part of our paper sisterhood. We've got Debbie Adams from Curating Memories, sweet, amazing creator. We've got Denise Abate Smith with Treasures of a Crafty Mind. I do regular things with her twice a week. And then there's me. Here I am. So anyway, iced coffee. That is our subject today. I'm going to have fun with this. I'm not like a ginormous coffee drinker, but I have beautiful coffee cups. And because I am a mermaid, I'm done adulting. Let's be mermaids. It is iced coffee now because I have been up and drinking my coffee. Coffee has adverse effects on me. My husband will make a cup, I'll take a few sips, and he'll say to me, "Are you going to take a nap?" Because I will fall asleep and take a nap. Now, a couple days ago, I drank, twice the size, and that was a lot of fun because I was wide awake the entire day. Did I accomplish anything? Absolutely not. But it was delicious coffee. So let's get into our projects today. I decided that I was going to do a few different things. I got up this morning and decided that this was not going to be enough. So I did more. I'm going to pull it out, is a die from Scrap Diva. It's all up in here. I've had this a number of years. I don't know how long it's been out, but it's funny. Don't know why I would have purchased it, but I did. It could have been a gift. I don't remember. But I had a good time with this one. I cut out the base. You can tell it's a gift card holder, and that was fun. I don't have like coffee paper or anything like that, so I've got, it is literally a latte, right? It's very light. The gold sequins back in here, I tried to make it like the cup, kind of a plasticky cup. I cut out the acetate to fit right on top, and I threw in, it says iced coffee as if it were ice cubes, and I added the little sequins in it just to, mix it up a little bit. So is it a shaker? Kind of, sort of, but it doesn't shake. The letters are actually glued on, but the sequins are not. Those are, I'd like to say, they're not going anywhere because I did not do any layers on this. I just threw them on there and I glued it. And I glued along the stitched line that's on here. And that's what's holding everything in. And you can't see it very well. It looks pretty good. I used Frank Garcia's Cherry Sweet paper just for this here. I did not add the cup holder part because, well, it's an iced coffee. I did a clear straw. I did the little heart so that straw would pop out just a little bit. We flip this over, and this is As I had said before, this is a gift card holder. And I've got a Target card in there because that's all I had. But you just put that on there. I loved this. At some point in time, I may have made this before. I don't really remember because it's been, I want to say this might be like 3 years old. I thought that was kind of cute. And I will use this. I do have, you can write your sentiment here. Put that, create an envelope for it and gift that. And I think for Valentine's, I will do just that. I think I will go ahead and do, cut out the big heart that is in the package with it. So that was really pretty. Loved it. I enjoyed making it. So there was that. And then following along, when I got up this morning, I'm like, I can't just do one thing. I should do a little bit more. And I had remembered that I had seen the same die, and it was done in a box. And here's my box. So you cut out all the pieces that you want, and then you cut out, I'm just going to describe, no tutorials here because there's, shoot. If I can remember who it is, I will put it down below. I don't remember who I saw this on. Scrap Diva actually featured it on her page, on her YouTube channel a couple years ago, but I don't remember who she said the creator was. But we all know how to make a box because our lovely Tiffany McGill shows us how to do that. But this one here, this was a 3-inch, it's 2 inches across. I cut it out, actually, 3-inch strip for each side, scored and then incorporated into the bottom. There, I did not cover the bottom. It's heavy because I put stuff in it, and I'll show you what I put in it. I've got, again, like I did on this guy right here, I wanted to make it look like it was a plastic cup. You can see right here, I've got my straw. You can barely see it. This will be a gift for an adventure I'm going on next month, and I will add a little bit more to that straw so you can see it. I printed this up, Just a Girl Who Loves Iced Coffee. I do like iced coffees. They're fun. Don't drink them very often, but I do like them. This paper that I used here, this is a 100-pound craft paper. You can see that one right behind, right here, is what I made the box out of. I covered from a paper collection, the latte looking in the back is from an old DCW or something like that from Joann's, and it was from the kitchen collection. I cut off the parts that I wasn't going to use. Like I said, I don't have coffee paper, but this one here, it had the texture of a coffee. I did the same technique that I did here on the card. I took the acetate, I glued it on, and I dropped some sequins. And you can't really see too much of the sequins because these sequins, there's not that many in there. But we look like we got a little bit of ice and, you know, like an iced coffee going on. I think these move a little bit more because they're, I'm going to see, there's a little more space between the glued part. I didn't put it up on tape or anything. Wouldn't it be cool if there was a clear foam-ish tape product? I'm sure there is. But I took a heart-shaped doily and folded it in half and then cut it to match here. And I printed this guy up. This paper right here is a pretty little studio paper. I believe it's a Valentine collection from last year. I wasn't able to get very much of it, but I did get like a 6x9 collection, and I really like the hearts, and because I'm going to go somewhere next month and this will be a gift, I will use it. I will add some more things to it, but currently this is its state. I did go ahead and line the sides, and then the back, I did the same thing. I went ahead and put the lid on it and here, and I will tuck in a message back here. What I did, I put, just show what the goodies are inside, because that's fun. I put some of these in snickerdoodle waffles, and these are yummy. These are yummy, yummy. So those are in there. I've got some biscotti. And then I've got this. These are actually really delicious. This is kind of an instant coffee. This is French vanilla. And the other one is mocha. So I put that in. And I'm probably going to go ahead and add a little bit, do some hearts and stuff like that off of it to make that a little bit more finished, and then package it in a cello sleeve and just make it look really, really pretty. So that was my second project to share. I had a great time making that one. It made me happy. I like making projects like that. I come from a place where I went and took a class on how to do gift baskets and stuff, how you layer things, and it was a wonderful class, and it served me well. I've never really ever used it in a professional manner, but I have always used it for gifts and things like that I've done for friends and family. Beautiful gift baskets. Always, I enjoy that. I've been doing that for a long time. My third project, you all know how I love this item right here. This is the Shadow Box punch board, and it is, I've been having so much fun with it. I've done a lot of projects with it. You'd think I would stop already, but I haven't. I'm having a great time with it. So what I did is I printed up this iced coffee served here. I have a coffee bar in my massive dining room. I have a beverage center, so you can get iced coffee. You can get like the iced refresher drinks that come from Starbucks. We make those around here, and I love those. So I figured I would put this on my tiered tray up at the top. And I love the colors. These are colors that coordinate with the kitchen that's right across from the dining room. And it was just so pretty, and it's very much me. It's kind of very cottagey. I love it. Lodgy, cottagey style. I love the colors. I did some little flowers here. I did some layers, so this comes up a little bit. Maybe to protect it, I might add some acetate on the top of that, on this, to protect it a little bit, but we'll see. But I feel like I can add more to this. But I love this punch board. I love making the shadow boxes for everything. I did a project a few days ago where I actually did the sleeve part of it. Not necessary here because I really enjoy the shadow box aspect of it, but I had fun. The flowers are always, I've had this punch in my collection. I don't know if this gives me a year. I have no idea. It does not. I've had this forever, and this is where I started making flowers, and I love making flowers. So I have not put any centers in the center here yet because I'm not sure what I want to do with that. I don't know what I'm going to put in there because I am actually going to put this up on the tier tray. So something else will come in here. And I went out of my comfort zone, and I went up a little bit too. So I layered up. Anyway, my friends, these are my projects for today. I had a wonderful time. And as always, there's going to be no adulting today because I'm going to mermaid. Take that wherever you want to take that. please go take a look at my lovely paper sisters. Follow along in the hop. I am the person at the bottom. If you have started with me, go ahead and jump up to the top and follow everybody along. Go see what they did. Share, like, comment in kindness only. If you're doing any of these projects and seeing this at a different time, share with us. Show us what you're doing too. If we've inspired you, let us know. So go have a great time. Enjoy the hop, and we'll see you in the next one. All right, my friends, have a fantastic day and get your coffee.